love what you're doing. You know, I know Brett also cares deeply about what's going on with the war and with the military, and I'd be happy to partner with him on it.
This is investing with a social conscience.
It is.
And you're showing that we can make money doing that. Yeah. I believe you'll make a lot of money doing it.
I would like to share that I hit my break-even analysis in the first 4 weeks. I like to make money.
$75,000 for 15%. If everybody wants in, or just Darlene, I don't care. But I'll take the deal that you've proposed.
Now, Brett Wilson, of course, a very successful man, but I think the $75,000 that he spent there may have been one of the wisest investments he has made in his career so far. We are very happy to be joined by Barb Stegemann, who you saw in the clip, CEO of the 7 Virtues Beauty Incorporated.
Hello.
Hi, Barb. How are you?
So how has life been since that moment?
A tsunami whirlwind.
Yeah.
But wonderful, because the kind of mentorship that Brett gives, I am the luckiest businesswoman in the country.
Well, luck comes with hard work, right? As it goes. Tell us about this this whole product line and maybe the source of it and where it came from. I mean, because this really is taking words and turning them into action, taking philosophy and doing it.
Yeah, I wrote this book. I dedicated it to my best friend that was serving in Afghanistan. He was severely wounded, and he motivated me to take action. When you watch someone that's so courageous, speaking up for the rights of others, you say, I gotta do more. So I wrote this book and literally went around Nova Scotia. I have a suitcase with it and kept selling out, and now we're in 3rd edition.
Yeah.
And one day I read about this gentleman, Abdullah, in Afghanistan, and the traders, the opium traders, kept knocking over his distillery, and he was trying to give the farmers a better way of life. I went to Ottawa, met with Sita, said I need to find Abdullah, I'm going to make a perfume. Found a perfumer, 1,000 bottles in my garage. On my Visa card, on my Visa card.
So this, of course, is because you had a deep, deep knowledge of the perfume industry.
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
But maybe explain the slogan, perfume, not poppies.
That was part of the article. The whole idea was perfume, not poppies. You can spend thousands of dollars on a cup of the distilled rose or orange blossom oil and get the farmers off the poppy trade, which, of course, the heroin is, it's in our cities. It's in Vancouver, it's in Halifax, it's in Toronto.
Yeah, it's not like it's just a problem in Afghanistan.
Right. We always say, should we be there or not? We're asking the right questions. How should we be there?
Yeah.
It's in our best interest to care.
Yeah.
So why is the orange blossom so coveted? Because obviously the poppies that make the opium, that make the heroin have their value, but why orange blossoms? Why is it so special?
Well, culturally for them it's very special because the kings used to plant the orange groves and they have poetry festivals. And all of a sudden this illegal crop came in which goes against Islamic tenets. It actually compromises their dignity to grow this illegal crop. So giving people their dignity by honoring the beautiful, rich culture that they always had.
Yeah.
And now we have a friendship with the community. And it's really a beautiful way to understand each other.
Well, and a really interesting way for people to see, because when we hear about Afghanistan now, it's always in the context of war, in conflict, in, you know, we're trying to help and blah, blah, blah. We never hear about the culture. We never hear about the beautiful things. We never hear about orange blossom farmers.
That's why I'm at the beauty counter at the Bay across the country. I am serious. I'm going to go in a whole new way and build a brand new model.
So how many people, because one of the great things that you said when you were on Dragon's Den is you talked a little bit about this idea of charity versus what you're doing, which is a business to make money. You are not shy about talking about this. Abdullah in the business to make money.
That's right.
How many people does this actually sort of affect and employ when we're talking about it?
He seasonally employs 2,500 farmers, mostly men, but a lot of women, and that affects entire families.
Yeah.
I started by buying 1 cup of oil, $2,000 worth. Then I bought $18,000, and this year I'm going to buy $50,000 injection in that community in legal dollars, and I'm going to keep going. Keep going. I've already told them, I said, plant as many roses as you can.
Yeah, get the poppies out of there, right? You can't make your money that way.
We've got the Afghanistan orange blossom, but we've also got the noble rose of Afghanistan, and you're going to move on with other fragrances in other places. Maybe you can tell us how this is growing.
Yeah, we sourced through the Peace Dividend Trust, which is a matchmaking service between North American businesses and countries in strife, like Afghanistan and Haiti, so you can do trade with them. Because a lot of people are intimidated, think you have to go there. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You have all these government groups that are paid to go do all the homework. It's called government, know how to use it. Right? And use the knowledge they've sourced. So they matched me up with Gilbert in Haiti. We got his vetiver. My perfumer said, this is exquisite.
Wait, what's vetiver?
Vetiver is from a root.
Yeah.
And the scent will be unisex. We'll launch it for Father's Day.
Nice.
And they make the best vetiver in the world. And so what's amazing is every time I go into one of these countries and do the research, as it turns out, my perfumer goes, this is the best in the world. So we're shining light.
That's amazing.
Well, it's beautiful.
And how much of a difference did it make going on Dragon's Den and meeting Brett Wilson and having him as a mentor for you? Where do you think you'd be without that?
Oh my God. Well, when he said to Kevin, we're going to be making dividends, I was like, oh, I better make sure that happens.
Right.
Because you're
Sign your articles of incorporation quickly.
How much can I put on my Visa card? I mean, how long can this last? And because of that good pressure and the pressure I feel to the countries I work with, I made a cold call to the Bay and landed distribution across the country nationally, which is every vendor's dream.
Yeah.
They've taken us under their wing, done everything from designing our stands to including us. It's like a big family. It's such a Canadian story.
Yeah.
You know, Canadians are known for caring about the world. The Bay is this old, historic, gorgeous retailer that's actually reshaping itself, reinventing itself too, and Dragon's Den too. So it's a really Canadian story.
And Barb, what I love about this is if you give people the option, they will always choose the honorable one. That's what I love about human beings is, you know, for the great majority of people, they're going to make the right decision if it's in front of them.
If it's in front of them. And we have to start making new models. We can't be afraid to break away from old models. I mean, a philosophy book on empowerment at the beauty counter, it's never been done, so why can't it be?
Yeah.
And you and Brett are going to be going across Canada. What are you going to be doing?
Going and doing the in-store appearances, which is very exciting. The Bay has just been so supportive. And go say hi to people. And the poster's really cool. It has Brett and I, but it says Slayer.
Nice.
Well, and there's one thing, I mean, to hear the story, and you know, it's a beautiful story, and you know, you're helping a lot of people, but the product, I mean, we were smelling it before. It
smells
absolutely gorgeous.
In itself, it's perfect.
How much fun was it for you? I mean, to have your perfumer go to work and come back and present you with something that, you know.
Oh my God, I think I taxed her operation at first. I called her afterwards. I said, we're bumping up at 10,000 bottles. I just want to apologize for being the way I am because I have this vision.
Yeah.
It has to be a certain way.
Well,
and
without that vision, you wouldn't see the success.
It's
Thank
tremendous.
you so much for joining us. If you want to meet Barb and Brett, they will be going across Canada speaking at the Bays, and that is, of course, where you can pick up 7 Virtues. You can also get the book there, too. Thank you so much.
And the unisex line launching on Father's Day as well.
Yes, the vetiver.
One from the vetiver from Haiti. Well, thank you very much, Barb. Real pleasure to sit down and have a visit with you. We're going to take a break. When we come back.